waited 2.5 years for Wednesday Season 2.
As I sit and I watch the drama unfold between Wednesday and Enid, thinking about which one to dress up as for Halloween, a crazy thought hits me. What if I turned Wednesday Pastel Goth so I could be both? I set out on a mission to make a mashup that both characters would be proud of.
What am I doing? I can't even draw. Why don't we just see if we can find what we want on the internet? All right, here's where I'm at so far. I think I found a couple of options. One's got this beautiful lace collar, but I think it might be a little too much. The other one definitely comes in on time. However, the pink is just a little too pale. Might get a little too far away from feeling like Wednesday. I still think it might work, so I'm just hoping that everything looks good when it shows up and gets here. Everything's here, so let's open it up and see what we're working with. This isn't quite the shade of pink that I was hoping for, but I still think that it's gonna work. What are you doing? That dress is a pastel abomination, the exact shade of Tongues Ripped Out by Andre Chikatilo. In case your fragile little memory has failed you, I'm allergic to color. What? Okay, Rumi, lighten up. I mean, just suspend reality for like 1 sec with us and have a little bit of fun. I think it's a totally fabulous idea, new bestie. I'm sorry, am I going crazy or? If you must know, you may very well be experiencing a psychological break. But rest assured, we're merely manifestations of your twisted psyche here to supervise your absurd little experiment. Or you're just a very creative person and we are here to help bring your colorful vision to life. Well, I am really glad that you guys are here, willing or not, because honestly, I could really use the help, and who better than to help me than the people who inspired it? Plus, I just really want to make something that I know both you guys are going to be proud of. I guess let's get to work. I have some big ideas for this backdrop. I don't have a lot of time, so I think I've got to call in some help. Hi, honey. Thank you so much for offering to help with this project. I know that with your artistic eye, you can nail this. I love you. I'm gonna let you get to it, all right? And I'll check back in a little bit. OMG, girl, that outfit is like totes cute, but can I be honest? It's a little boring. I think it needs, you know, some lace or a fun pattern or maybe even some rhinestones to make it pop. You know, just something to jazz it up a little bit. It's kind of giving napkin. Ah, yes, because when drowning in poor taste, the obvious decision is to cover it with sequins. This dress doesn't need help popping, it needs an exorcism. You know, Wednesday's right, Enid. If I add too many elements that are you, I'm gonna lose the thing that makes Wednesday, well, Wednesday. But I'm still going to color block her silhouette in your signature colors, so that way it still has your essence, just more balanced. Well, yeah, okay, I guess that sounds pretty good. You know, a little gloomy, a little colorful. Classic us. Tolerable compromise, even if I fail to see the absurdity of this experiment. Well, I'm glad that we are all on the same page then. What do you think you're doing? You've already reduced me to a melancholy Barbie. This is a war crime. Lighten up, Rumi. You know that you can't be me without the colored tips. They're iconic. I thought we agreed to minimum contamination. This crosses a line. You know, Wednesday, Enid's right. Her colored tips are pretty iconic. But don't worry, the rest of it is very much you still. This is just one of the few places Enid's essence gets to shine through. One of? I dread to think of what other creative violations you have for me. It's about balance, remember? If Dante had seen this, he would have created a 10th circle. Wow, sweetheart, this looks amazing. I can't believe you already got so much done. Oh, I don't think it matters which side we put the color on, because we can always just choose to flip it. I'm just really starting to doubt myself right now, and I just think that some of the creative choices I made probably weren't the best decision, and I don't know if this project's gonna turn out the way that I hoped. You know, you always know how to cheer me up. I'm gonna go work on that last project, so I'm all ready to go for tomorrow. Thanks for your help. I'll see you soon. OMG, girl, those shoes are totally cute. Can you make me a pair when you're all done, or even better yet, I'll just take them off your hands for you.
You know, Enid, I might actually take you up on that offer, but I gotta warn you, once this paint dries, you're not getting a refund.
Of course, because what this outfit needs is some clown footwear.
Here we go again.
First, you defile my likeness, and now you're accessorizing it like a cupcake at a children's birthday party. You say that like it's a bad thing. It is.
Well, lucky for you, I didn't put glitter on it.
Small mercies. Though if you had, I would have buried it on unconsecrated ground beneath the weeping willow in a warning sign. Drama queen much? Hey, don't listen to her. These are totes adorbs. I would like totally wear them on a first date and to prom in the same week.
Thanks, Enid. Really, but it doesn't matter if you like them, if she doesn't.
Well, hey, you know, we got a really big day tomorrow and everything's gonna work out just fine. So why don't you go get some sleep?
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get to work. Your characters always look so effortless when they're finished, but no one ever shows you the middle. The part where you're just knee-deep in the chaos, second-guessing everything. And then, there it is. I hate it. That lovely pit of doubt. The one that always shows up right before the magic does. You know, they say trust the process, but the process never tells you if you're getting it right. It just asks you to keep going. And I guess maybe that's the point. You know, turn the chaos into something beautiful. I think I'm pretty happy with this, but it's still missing something. Just believe in it enough to... much better. See it through. Okay, I can do this. I've prepped, I've practiced, I've set everything up, and I can do this. Okay, so this is like really cute and all, but what if we tried something with a little bit more joy? You know, just something that has a little flirty wink or a smile or just something that gives a little bit of sparkle, you know, to help make it pop. joy is for Instagram reels and birthday party clowns. I don't sparkle, I haunt. Lighten up, Rumi. Like, I'm not asking for jazz hands. I'm asking for a little bit of humanity. Same thing. Right now she's giving lost Victorian ghost. Perfect. Then all she needs is a headstone and a casket-sized photo frame. Why don't we instead just try a golden reflector? You know, warm up the skin tone a little bit. Maybe soften some of those shadows? Soften the shadows? Yeah, soften the shadows. You know, highlighting, contouring, shadow and light. Look, just forget it. Shoot it both ways, and then later you can pick mine. Over my actively decomposing body. Drama queen much? Look, just turn your head a little bit to the left. Smile less. Smile more. No, look more dead inside. Down. Look
Okay,
down.
You're kind of struggling with this, so why don't we give me a little
Enid,
bit of like
stop.
a grr, grr, a little more, a little bit bigger, grr. Come on, like grr. Like, there you go.
Yeah,
Look
left
cold
shoulder
and
to the
rigid,
right.
like
Yeah,
you're
no,
going
no,
through rigor
I think-
mortis.
no,
maybe it's bigger.
Come on,
bigger.
seem like you're going
Wednesday,
straight
stop.
to engage
This
this
experiment
experiment.
almost
She
failed.
doesn't know anything.
Stop! God, I don't know why I thought that I could do this. This was such a mistake.
I think we went a little hard on her. Clearly. All she wanted was to get it right. You know, find some weird balance between the two of us. You think that's why we're here? Because we're the parts of her that she has trouble balancing? A relentless need to always get it right, a fear of losing herself in the process? And maybe a wanting and need to be loved for it all? Tragic, but not uncommon. I kept pushing her to be more like me, and you kept pushing her to be more like you, and then nobody saw her for her. She tried to honor us both. We gotta fix this before she thinks it's all her fault. Agreed. You're apologizing first. Come on, let's go. Look, I know we were kind of a lot. Overbearing, emotionally manipulative, colorful. Yeah, we kind of forgot that it wasn't all about us, and that we sort of forgot about you, and that it's your idea. Somewhere in that overly creative brain of yours, you chose us. You saw something in us worth translating. So we decided that maybe this time we would try again, but she becomes me.
Me?
What?
Like braids and monochromatic brooding me?
Consider it an opportunity for growth, and
I don't know.
You know what? Fine. I will do it. For her. But I have to tell you, I am gonna draw the line at grave dirt and taxidermy.
Do you guys really think that this could work?
consider it an artistic truce.
And besides, I've always wanted to know what I would look like with Wednesday's iconic death stare.
All right, let's do it.
I thought this would be an experiment in transformation. Try on a wig, change the lighting, play pretend. But somewhere between the stitching and the chaos, we stopped becoming like each other and started discovering versions of ourselves that we didn't expect. I used to think understanding someone meant becoming more like them. But maybe all it really means is just seeing who they are and where they are right now and choosing to accept and stay beside them anyways.
You know, I'm starting to think that
Just loving their brilliance and their flaws, celebrating the differences and not just the reflections. And for a moment, I really think we all saw a little more clearly. Even Wednesday.